In this part, I will introduce to you how to synthesize alcohol using Grignard reagent. This is a famous reagent invented by Victor Meyer Grignard, for which he was awarded Nobel Prize. And using this reagent, you can synthesize wide variety of alcohols. Almost all alcohols can be synthesized using this reagent efficiently. Now, after completing this section, I will also introduce how to synthesize alcohol using reduction, and there will be some one or two more reactions at the end. So let us start with Grignard reagent. Now, what is it? Now, if you start with an alkane, first you react, you treat it with chlorine in presence of diffuse sunlight, so that after free radical substitution you will have CH3Cl. Now, if you apply the Finkelstein reaction, if you add KBr in presence of acetone, there will be SN2 reaction and you will get CH3Br. And then you apply magnesium and dry ether. So that will give you CH3MgBr. So this is an organometallic compound. Here you have a bond between the carbon atom and a metal, so that there will be a prominent partial negative charge, and here you will have a positive charge. And this CH3 minus is highly reactive, and it will allow you to form to synthesize carbon-carbon bonds. Now, what is the essence of this solvent dry ether? Since you have CH3 minus, which is a strong base, if dry ether is not used, then it will capture moisture from the atmosphere and the Grignard reagent will destroy. So one application of this solvent dry ether is to protect the Grignard reagent from atmosphere. And the most important application of this is, you see magnesium, it has the electronic configuration of, it is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2. Now, when it is magnesium 2 plus, we will have the neon configuration here. So it will be this 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. Let us write the total configuration, and it will be 3s0. So we will get the configuration of the neon. So nearest inert gas configuration is attained by this magnesium 2 plus. Now we have this vacant 3s orbital and vacant 3p orbital. Now see, CH3 minus will have a lone pair. Now this Br minus will have a lone pair, and we need two ether molecules. If we consider this to be diethyl ether, then we will write Et here. So two ether molecules. So we have four lone pairs that will be placed here. Now it will be and sp3 hybridization. So we will have the complex looking like so these two ether molecules is forming a complex with this central metal atom, and it is stabilizing this Grignard reagent. So you have CH3MgBr here, but these two ether molecules is forming a etherate compound which is stabilizing since you see this magnesium has attained here the configuration of the nearest inert gas, which is argon. You see neon, it is 10, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 and it is 3s2, 3p6. So we have 18 electrons here. So in this way Grignard reagent is stabilized. Now instead of CH3 you may use any other alkyl groups of your choice to get a variety of alcohols, and you can also use I instead of, that is iodine instead of bromine. So it is better to symbolize it as Grignard reagent, it is better to symbolize it as RMgX, where R will denote the alkyl group and X will denote the halide group. Here R may be methyl, it may be ethyl, it may be isopropyl, so on. Also it may be phenyl. Now X is better X to be Br and I and not Cl, and obviously not F. This will give good yield. So we got an idea about Grignard reagent. Now how to synthesize alcohol from this? Let us start from this compound. What is this? This is a carbonyl compound. Now to confirm this to be carbonyl compound, we can write that R and R prime may be hydrogen. See, if R and R prime both are hydrogen, then it will be formaldehyde, methanol. And if one of them is hydrogen and the other is not, then it will be aldehyde other than formaldehyde. So that will be CH3CHO or CH3CH2CHO. So if both are hydrogen, it will give you formaldehyde, HCHO. And if one of them is hydrogen and the other is mandatorily not, then you will get aldehyde other than formaldehyde. But if both are not hydrogens, then this will be ketone. Say if it is CH3, if it is CH3, then it will be acetone. So in short, this will give you carbonyl compounds, that is both aldehydes and ketones. Now we will allow this to react with a Grignard reagent. Dry ether is mandatory. Now we have a carb anion here. It will carry out a nucleophilic attack at this electrophilic site, since there will be del plus here and del minus here. Now this pi bond will open on this oxygen, so that we will have R and R prime will remain intact, and R double prime will attack this carbon. And I have already told you that this Grignard reagent has immense importance in carbon-carbon bond formation. So we have a carbon-carbon bond here. Now it is necessary that R double prime not equal to H, obviously. So it is CH3MgI or C2H5MgI or so on, and not it is not hydrogen. These R and R prime may be hydrogen, but this is not. Now Mg plus X will be here to stabilize this alkoxide. Now upon treating it with dilute mineral acid, that is H3O plus, we will get finally the alcohol. So this is the general scheme for preparation for synthesis of alcohol using Grignard reagent. Now if we intend to synthesize 1 degree all, that is primary alcohol, then what to do? Now you must know the definition of primary alcohol. Primary alcohol is defined as you must have 2 H atoms to that carbon that contains the functional group all. That is, the carbon atom containing the hydroxyl group must contain at least 2 hydrogen atoms, not less than 2 or greater than that. That will be 1 degree alcohol. Now you see, R double prime cannot be H. R double prime cannot be H, and you need 2 H atoms that are connected to the carbon containing the OH group. So you need 2 H atoms here. You need 2 H atoms here connected to carbon that contain the OH group. So it guarantees that you must start with R equal to R prime equal to H. Otherwise, you cannot synthesize primary alcohol using Grignard reagent. R double prime is not equal to hydrogen. This is not hydrogen. But to have primary alcohol, 2 hydrogens are necessary. So R and R prime both must be hydrogen. So if you follow this scheme, you put here H, C, double bond O, H. So you must start from formaldehyde to have primary alcohol. So you have to remember this, that to synthesize primary alcohol using Grignard reagent, you must start from formaldehyde, that is methanol. Otherwise, primary alcohol will not be synthesized. Now you can take here anything. You may take here CH3 MgBr or C2H5 MgBr, that will give you the product corresponding primary alcohol. Now here this CH3 minus, I have already shown you the general mechanism, so repeating this mechanism is unnecessary. So it will give you, this is CH3. Now see, CH3 is connected to this carbon, so carbon-carbon bond formation has occurred. Now you have 2 hydrogens here, so it is CH2 and here it is O minus. So you have ethoxide ion which is stabilized by this magnesium ion. Now upon workup, you will get CH3, CH2OH, that is alcohol, from the corresponding alkoxide. So in this way you can synthesize ethanol, which is a primary alcohol. Now if you use here CH3 CH2 MgBr instead of CH3 MgBr, dry ether is necessary. We are using the symbol dry ether as DE, and after the completion of this process we need the workup with dilute mineral acid. So it will give us CH3 CH2, CH3 CH2, and again a CH2, and finally OH. So it is 1 propanol. So tuning this Grignard reagent, you can tune the 1 degree all. Now what about the choice of reagents or reactant when we intend to have (2-degree) alcohol instead of primary alcohol? Now for 2-degree alcohol, that is secondary alcohol, the definition is it must be like this. That is, the carbon containing the OH group must contain 1 hydrogen atom, not greater than this, not less than this. So this is the structure of a secondary alcohol. Now you see, this R double prime is not equal to hydrogen. So we have only R and R prime left, and this must not be hydrogen and this must be hydrogen. So here you put the condition R equal to H, R prime not equal to H, and by default R double prime not equal to H. So you write the structure, say since R prime not equal to H, you write here CH3 Say for example CH3, here you write H, since R equal to H definitely. Then you choose the Grignard reagent. Say it is CH3MgI, DE is necessary, that is diether, and finally work up. So this CH3 minus will attack here, and this pi bond will open. So we will have CH3, you see you will have H bond C bond O minus CH3, and here it is CH3. Now this CH3 will have a bond with this carbon, this CH3 and H will remain intact, and we have a O minus here. Now since workup has been done with dilute acid, we will have OH here. Now compare this, it is a 2 degree all. We have one hydrogen atom at that carbon that contains the OH group. So it is CH3 bond CH bond OH bond CH3. So it is propan 2-ol. So when you opt for 2 degree ol, you must start with aldehyde other than formaldehyde. So if you start with aldehyde other than formaldehyde, you will end up with propan 2 degree ol. And if you start with formaldehyde, you will get primary alcohol. Now if we wish to have different kind of product for another reaction, so you take here, you may take here this one also, and you tune this. You may also tune this. So it is CH3 CH2 MgI dry ether, and finally work up. So this CH3 CH2 here, it is minus, it will attack here. So we have CH3 CH2, then this CH, and then we have CH3 here, and this pi bond will open, and after workup it will give this one. So it is but 2-ol or 2-butanol. So see, if you start with aldehyde other than formaldehyde, you will get necessarily 2 degree ol. Now we have already understood that how can you synthesize 3 degree ol. To synthesize 3 degree ol, which is the called tertiary alcohol, you need all the 3 groups, that is R not equal to H, R prime not equal to H, and R double prime not equal to H. It is already the condition previously. 2 more conditions that must be imposed to have tertiary alcohol is that both R and R prime must not be hydrogen simultaneously. Since the definition of this 3 degree ol is there must not be any hydrogen atom attached to the carbon containing the OH group. So if you start with acetone, so this is not aldehyde, you have to start with a ketone since both the groups are not hydrogen. And if you apply here CH3MgI dry ether solvent, and finally work up, then the CH3 minus will attack here. So you will have CH3C CH3 CH3, and here it will be O minus, and after work up it will give you OH. So it will be 2-methyl propan 2-ol. It is 1, 2, 3, so it is propan 2-ol and 2-methyl. And it is tertiary called tertiary butanol. So it is a 3 degree alcohol. Now if we start from, now see, if here you have all the 3 alkyl groups similar, R prime and R double prime similar. Now if you change all the 3, by changing this R prime and R double prime, you can have a wide variety of alcohols to be synthesized using Grignard reagents. Hence, it is of immense importance. Now, if you take these 3 R prime and R double prime to be different, that is all the 3 groups to be different, then we will have the same product but in 3 modes. Let me show you. See, this and this one is different. All 3 are different. So it will give us this CH2 minus will attack here, and we have CH3, CH2C, CH2, CH2, CH3. You have to write the long chain in a linear mode to determine its name in an easy way. So it is CH3, CH2, COH, and you have a branch CH3 here. So it is 3 methyl, it is 1, 2, 3. It is 3 methyl hexane, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 all. Again, if you choose like this, CH3, CH2, CO, and here it is CH2, CH2, CH3, then you take this to here and you use the Grignard reagent as CH3 MgI. I am not writing the details. So that will also give this product. Since here workup is also necessary, I am not writing the details. So here we have CH3CH2, CH3CH2 and CH2CH2CH3, and CH3 will attack here, so it will be the same product. Another option we have is CH3CH2CH2 COCH3, and here we have CH3CH2 MgI. You see, when we apply this CH2 minus will attack here, and we have CH3, CH2, CH2, C bond OH, and it will be CH2, CH3, CH2, CH3, and CH3 will be in branch. So this will also give you the same product. Now, which one is more efficient? Can you predict? All the 3 processes are giving you the same product, but they are not equally efficient. See, there is a nucleophilic attack by this Grignard reagent on these ketones. These are the electrophilic sites where the attack is being carried out. Now, you have to access the antibonding molecular orbital to open this pi bond. So less the steric hindrance at the electrophilic site, it will be easier for the nucleophile to attack. So you need a less sterically hindered electrophilic center. You see, here it is 3 carbons, 1 carbon. Here it is 2 and 3. So it is, and here it is 2 and 1. So you see, this is the less sterically hindered site. And what about the nucleophile? This is large one among the 3 process. Nucleophile, if the nucleophile is large, then there is no such problem arises, but it is less compared to the steric factor of the electrophilic site. So nucleophile may be large, but you must try to have the electrophilic site to be less hindered. So this is the most efficient process for synthesis of this 3-degree all. So we are able to synthesize all kind of alls, 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree alls using Grignard reagent. Now we can also synthesize alcohols using Grignard reagent from ester. From ester, say we start with ethyl formate. This is the ethyl formate or ethyl methanoate. Now, if we apply here CH3MgI dry ether, and then let us perform the mechanism. Here it will attack at this electrophilic site, this pi bond will open, it will come back and it will leave the system. So we will have H bond C, double bond O bond CH3, and you see C2H5O minus will be released. Now this MgI will stabilize this alkoxide ion. Now this is aldehyde other than formaldehyde. This is ethanal. So if we use excess Grignard reagent, then what will happen? I have told you just now that it will give, this is Roman 1 and Roman 2 work up. So this will give you have one hydrogen here and one CH3 and another CH3 is coming. So it will give you 2 degree all, as described before. Now see, if you start with this ethyl ethanoate, then what will happen? Then this will be CH3. So there will be no hydrogen here. So it will be tertiary butanol. You will get 3 degree alcohol since we have acetone here. So applying excess Grignard reagent on esters, you can have alcohol. So if we start with formate, alkyl formate ester, you will get 2 degree alcohol. But if you start with ester other than formate, then you will get 3 degree alcohol. And in this process, you cannot synthesize 1 degree alcohol. Now, if in exam the examiner asks you to have the conversion this one, that is synthesis of higher homologue of alcohol. That is from methanol you have to convert methanol to ethanol. Then what will you do? The conversion process is you take CH3OH, you convert it to halide. There are so many options. Concentrated H2SO4, you take it small amount. HBr, heat. So this will give you CH3Br. Also you can apply red PBr too. Now apply here magnesium in presence of dry ether. So you will get the Grignard reagent. Now you see what to do. You need primary alcohol. So you need formaldehyde. Since there are 2 hydrogen atoms here. So you apply here formaldehyde, there is minus here, it will attack here, and we have CH3, CH2, O minus, MgBr. Dry ether is necessary as the solvent. Now you work up, so that will give you ethanol. Conversion is complete. Now see, if the conversion given is this one, that is from ethanol to 1-propanol, then what will you do? Now some student may opt for repeating this process, so that will give you the product. So repeating this process, if you carry out this process one time, you will have the immediate higher homologue, and if you repeat this process again, you will get the higher homologue of this one, that is this 1-propanol. But repeating such a total synthesis is a discredited one, since it will decrease the yield by a significant amount, so you will have a lesser amount of product. So you have to opt for a different path. Now here I will suggest you to continue up to this level. You get CH3 MgBr from starting from this methanol, then you use oxyren. This is ethylene epoxide. Now it will carry out SN to attack here, and this will open. So what it will give you? It will give you CH3 and then CH2. This bond breaks, this remain intact, so you have CH2, then O minus, and it will be stabilized by this magnesium. So you have the corresponding alkoxide. Now a simple workup will give you the product. So you have to practice a lot to solve such problems. Not sophisticated problems, but you have to practice a lot. So this is the method when you need 2 step-ups. Now we have almost completed the application of Grignard reagent. Now how to get alcohols using the reduction method? Now if you start from aldehyde, that is CH3CHO, you may give nickel hydrogen. This oblique is not or, that is you apply either nickel or hydrogen. This is not the case. This oblique means you need nickel and hydrogen simultaneously. Now, instead of nickel hydrogen, you may use platinum hydrogen, you may use palladium hydrogen. This is OR, this is OR. Also you may use lithium aluminium hydride, or you may use sodium borohydride, or you may use sodium ethanol. So you have a lot of options. So when you reduce this, you will get this is the aldehyde molecule, ethanol. Now this pi bond will break and you have a hydrogen here and hydrogen here. So this is CH3CH2OH. So reduction of aldehyde is giving you 1 degree ol. Remember. But if you start with ketones, what will you get? Same reagent can perform this reduction. So you will get CH3, CH3, and this pi bond will break and we have OH here and H here. So you have 2 degree alcohol. So from aldehyde, from any aldehyde you can have here 1 degree ol, and from ketone you have here 2 degree ol. Now we may also reduce carboxylic acid. if you reduce carboxylic acid, you have, let us start from ethanoic acid. Now for reducing this, you need some strong reagents. Here the sodium borohydride will not work. So you have to treat it with lithium aluminium hydride, and then you have to work up with dilute acid. So that will give you CH3CH2OH. Now there is another option. You may use Boden ether complex. That will also reduce carboxylic acid to ethanol. Now if we start from ester, through reduction we can synthesize alcohol. From ester. Now see, this is ethyl ethanoate. Now this is the acid part and this is the alcohol part. Both I have started with equal number of carbon atoms. This alcohol part contains 2 carbon atoms and this acid part contains 2 carbon atoms. Now if we perform here the Bouveau-Blanc reduction, that is reducing ester with sodium ethanol. This is a famous reaction called the Bouveau-Blanc reduction. Then we have this one to be reduced to CH3CH2OH. And you see the alcohol part is already CH3CH2O, and it will get one hydrogen from here. So we will have 2 molecules of ethanol. Now if we start with unequal number of carbon atoms, then mixture of alcohol will be obtained. For the acid part, we will have here ethanol. See, there are 2 carbon atoms, it will give us ethanol, and for the alcohol part we will have ethanol. So we will have a mixture of alcohol. Now there are another option for this reaction. You may also use lithium aluminium hydride here. This will also work. And another option is you may use hydrogen and this copper chromate complex CuCr2O4, and you have to heat here, give the temperatures 175 degrees centigrade, and you need a pressure here, high pressure. So high pressure, high temperature, I cannot remember the pressure. So high pressure, high temperature, and this. So let us, since I cannot remember, I write here high temperature, high pressure, and H2 and copper chromate. So instead of LiAlH4, we can also apply this reagent here. So that will give us the reduction, the desired reduction. And another option I have told just now, it is Bouveau-Blanc reduction on ester, that will also give us alcohols. So reduction part is also complete. Now there are some reactions which can give us alcohol. One of them is, I will discuss only one problem. If we start from aliphatic primary amine, that is say CH3CH2NH2, aliphatic primary amine, and if we apply here HNO2, now HNO2 is not available since it decomposes, so we have to prepare it in the reaction vessel. Reaction between NaNO2 and HCl will give this nitrous acid. This strong acid HCl which will substitute HNO2 from this salt. Now this HNO2 will react with this primary amine to give the unstable diazonium complex. Now diazonium complexes are highly unstable since there is a very good leaving group here, N2+. and due to this plus I effect, it cannot be stabilized using cold condition. So it will dissociate and there is H2 in the medium, so it will trigger the phenomena. So we will have N2 as the leaving group and we will get alcohol here. See, from primary amine we can have this one. So this reaction can be utilized to perform some typical conversions. So I have shown you how to prepare higher homolog. Now if examiner gives you this conversion, that is conversion of 1 propanol to, or say, ethanol to methanol, then what will you do? This conversion is given in the exam. So you just oxidize it, K2Cr2O7, concentrated H2SO4, heat, so it will give you CH3COOH, carboxylic acid. Now you apply NH3 here, so it will give you CH3COO minus and NH4 plus. This is an acid-base reaction, simple acid-base reaction, and it will give you the salt, which upon heating there will be elimination of water, dehydration will result, and you will get this CH3CONH2. Now you use lithium aluminum hydride, so that you will get CH3 CH2NH2, or there are other options. You can use P2O5 heat, so there will be another extraction of water molecule, extraction of another water molecule, so this will give you CH3C triple bond N, and which upon reduction with nickel hydrogen or lithium aluminum hydride, that will give you this primary amine. Decarboxylation is necessary. Decarboxylation is necessary since you have to synthesize the lower homolog. So here you apply Hofmann degradation. That is, you apply bromine KOH heat. I will show you this mechanism later. So that will give you CH3NH2. I forgot that you have to get the lower homolog. Now see, if you apply Hofmann degradation, that is the bromine KOH, and you heat the mixture, there will be this CO will be eliminated and you have primary amine. You will have CO2 as the byproduct. Now you apply this reaction, which I have shown you just now. So it will give you CH3OH. So in this way you can prepare lower homolog. So this is all about synthesis of alcohol. In the next part I will show you synthesis of phenol.